Quaid Azam, Part 433. Gellner is anxious to show that nationalism masquerades under false pretense, fabrication, and falsity. Rather than to imagining a creation, the nation is imagined as limited because even the largest of them, encompassing perhaps a billion living human beings, has finite, if elastic boundaries beyond which lie other nations. No nation imagines itself coterminous with mankind. The most messianic nationalists do not dream of a day when all the members of the human race will join their nation. Of a day when all the members of the human race will join their nation, in the way that it was possible in certain epochs for, say, Christians to dream of the holy Christian planet. Nation is imagined as sovereign because the concept was born in the age in which enlightenment and revolution were destroying the legitimacy of the divinely ordained hierarchical dynasty realm. Coming to the maturity at a stage of human history when even the most devout adherents of any universal religion were inescapable, confronted with the living pluralism of such religions, and the allomorphism between each faith's ontological claims and territorial stretch. Nations' dreams of being free and, if under God, directly so. The gauge and the emblem of this freedom is sovereign state. Finally, it is imagined as a community because regardless of the actual inequality and exploitation that may prevail in each nation, is always conceived as a deep horizontal comradeship. Ultimately, it is this fraternity that makes a deep horizontal comradeship. Ultimately, it is this fraternity that makes it possible over the past 2 centuries for so many millions of people not so much to kill as willingly to die for such limited imaginings. These deaths bring us abruptly face to face with the central problem posed by nationalism. What makes the shrunken imaginings of recent history, scarcely more than 2 centuries, generate such colossal sacrifices? I believe that the beginning of an answer lies in the cultural roots of nationalism. Max Weber, 21 April 1864, 14 June 1922, was a German political economist and a sociologist, and was considered one of the founders of the modern study of sociology and public administration. The most well-known of his works is The Protestant Ethic and the Spirit of Capitalism. Mr. Weber did not research Islam exclusively. His notes on Islam were a sociological companion to his famous analysis Protestant Ethic. For him, one of the factors responsible for preventing Islam from evolving naturally was its main carrier, a warrior group. Consequently, the content of the religious message of Islam was transformed into a set of values compatible with the needs of this warrior group. European intrusions in the late 15th century resulted in the competition between Mopilas of Malabar and the dominant Hindu castes for social and economic influence. The Mopilas, as a reaction to the British conquest, as the consequence of the shift of balance in agrarian relation, had engaged in a long series of attacks on Hindu landed castes. The climax of these attacks, the rebellion of 1921-22, saw the Mopilas striving to bring Islamic ideology to an advanced state of practice by trying to establish an Islamic state. The papers of miscellaneous subjects, scanning papers, Major William Hodgson is a British soldier, joined the Indian Army in 1845 and fought through the First Sikh War.